warm today. Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey guys.
So as I mentioned, I'm proud
Nice
to
and
serve as the
cold.
president of the March for Life. Last year, things looked just a little bit different. We had pro-life leaders marching through Washington, D.C., but I can't tell you how happy I am to welcome you all back. Can you tell? Because I've said it like 4 times already. Okay. Now I want to talk for a minute about this year's theme. The theme of the March for Life is equality begins in the womb. The word equality is something that we're hearing a lot these days, but it's rarely defined. So we're talking about it around the dinner table. We're hearing about it in the halls of Congress. Whether it's about racial injustice or whether it's COVID-19, we're hearing a lot about equality.
Freezing cold.
And these are topics that need to be discussed. And the truth is that we are all equal in dignity, regardless of skin color, disability status, socioeconomic background, or stage of life.
DC police helicopter.
The earliest stages in life.
Oh, they're protesting. When they march on the street, they're protesting.
Every life matters. Every life should be protected.
Protesting what's currently going on in the hopes they have something better soon. 50,000? Not yet. But maybe. There are still buses of people arriving all over. There are a lot of buses still arriving. So, but I don't think 50,000 yet.
Marking American history and expanding abortion to all 50 states, legalizing abortion in all 3 trimesters until birth.
So they're handing out free signs. I don't know where everybody gets the hats though. It's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. So 19 Fahrenheit is -5 Celsius, something like that. Very cold. I'm actually wearing a neck gaiter today because it's warm.
And I'll tell you what else it shows. Roe is
-7. There we go.
Law.
So there are a lot of like school kids here, a lot of university kids from like Catholic University, Georgetown, Notre Dame, Boston University, all the big Catholic schools, and other schools, UVA, Liberty.
Your presence makes a difference. Thank you.
They're actually,
as you are going to hear,
March for Life has their own YouTube channel too.
Today. The idea that abortion is good for women couldn't be further from the truth. What is true is that choosing life, while not always easy, is right and empowering for women.
They do have warming buses. I may go to one.
As we await the Supreme Court's decision in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization, we need your support and dedication advocating for life more than ever before. Years of hard work and years of you coming here have brought us to this place today, and no matter how Dobbs is decided, your voice and the importance of that on the federal and state levels are all the more important. If Roe falls, the battle lines will change.
So what's going to happen is they're going to march down the street. There's some people from Missouri back here. I saw a bunch of Missouri people. Oops, sorry. I've been handing out gloves to homeless today because it's really cold. Let's go down.
Yeah. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you believe that the unborn person have the right to life? If you do, let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
Say it loud enough so the guy in the White House hears you, okay? Do you believe that equality begins in the womb? Let me hear you say yes. the poor, the most vulnerable, the unborn who cannot speak for themselves, babies in their mother's womb. Let me hear you say yes. Will you march so that abortion becomes unthinkable? Let me hear that one more time. Will you march? Excellent, excellent, thank you. I'm gonna ask you to take out your phones now. We're gonna have a little contest. And you'll be able to see some fun things on the screen. Open your text messages and text March, M-A-R-C-H, to the number 73075. So text the word March to 73075. In this historic year for life, it is more important than ever that we stay connected.
I've seen this march when I was on Capitol Hill, but I never really came down to the speeches because I was usually working.
Your voice matters, and by texting 73075, you're going to receive a text message back prompting you to sign up for our national network of hundreds of thousands of real-life heroes all around the country. Take a look. Father Mike is very fun. I got to meet him backstage. Okay, it's not just turning up. He's very excited to meet you all. I can tell you. Okay, look at the screen. Take a look just to see how far and wide you've traveled to be here with us today. This morning, I met an exchange student from Uzbekistan who came. I know 5 buses of you are from North Dakota. We've got people from all over the country and world.
It's in North Dakota.
Once again, go ahead and text MARCH to 73075. We'll see all the pin drops here on the back. We march today in defense of human rights and to celebrate the dignity and worth of every human life, because equality begins in the womb. Thank you, folks.
Ooh, it's cold. One thing about all these people is like blocking the wind.
Is he gonna go on the march? Okay. All right, coming up on stage with me now are courageous pro-life leaders in the United States Congress who are standing.
19 Fahrenheit.
You know what? They don't
I don't know what
all
rally
get
comes
applause for
next.
Standing for life, so let's do that one more time.
Well, they're not happy with the current state on abortion, and they're protesting
I'd
it.
like to take a moment to acknowledge each of them for their bravery and their commitment to ensuring that
It's not like they're
equality
supporting
is the
what's
womb.
going on.
Joining me here today are U.S. Senator James Langford of Oklahoma, Congresswoman Michelle Fischbach of Minnesota, Congresswoman Diana Harshbarger of Tennessee, Congressman Dan Crenshaw of Texas, Congresswoman Vicky Hartzler of Missouri, Congressman Matthew Rosendale
I think the mandate
of
march is
Montana,
Sunday.
Congresswoman Mary Miller of Illinois,
I don't know who that is.
Congressman Barry Moore of Alabama, Congressman Andy Harris of Maryland, Congressman Warren Davidson of Ohio, Congressman Mike Johnson of Louisiana, Congressman Andrew Clyde of Georgia,
Oops, sorry.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia, Congressman Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania, Congressman Scott Franklin of Florida, Congresswoman Yvette Harrell of New Mexico. We are also joined by two people who I'm so grateful to know, Congresswoman Julia Letlow of Louisiana and Congressman Chris Smith of New Jersey.
It's pretty cold.
First up, we're going to have Congresswoman Julia Letlow, the first Republican woman elected to Congress from the state of Louisiana. A new and deep friend to the March for Life, Congresswoman. Thank you. Who's ready to march for life? My name is Julia Letlow, and I'm honored to be here with all of you today as we collectively raise our voices in unity for those who deserve equal rights under the law, the unborn. Today, I can't help but reflect on the amazing experience of carrying my own first child and feeling for the first time those incredible flutters of life in my womb. I remember being filled with awe and wonder at the miracle growing inside of me while praying the scripture from Jeremiah 1:5 over my unborn son. The Lord said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart.
Penguin had a bagel
That the Lord makes
and Vietnamese noodles today.
every soul is precious in His sight. I have always
This is the North Dakota people.
for life, but I never understood exactly what that meant until I saw my innocent and precious child take its first beautiful breath of life. And in that moment, I truly understood the importance of life being
University of Mary. I'm not sure where that's from. North Dakota?
Now, in the coming months, we anticipate
No, I had chicken soup.
monumental
It was really warm and really good.
We know that it has taken a great
it's
deal
cold.
of work from all of you
Some Polish
over the
flags.
past 48 years to bring us to this one moment in time. There have been many, many ups and downs on this journey, but you never gave
they're
up.
around.
Your faith and perseverance has been our movement's guiding light. We are here today because of you.
There's a press gathering in the middle. You see that tent right in the middle there? That's where all the press is. The official press.
I encourage you, keep marching, keep advocating, keep praying, keep fighting, because ultimately we will prevail.
I think they're all Republicans. I don't think there are many pro-life Democrats in the Congress anymore. I don't know, though.
God bless you all.
They got hot dogs nearby.
Thank you very much. And Julian, what a beautiful, beautiful statement.
The building that doesn't exist is back there on 14th Street, basically.
Marchers here today, and as I look behind me, we have the greatest group of lawmakers, articulate, compassionate, fighting for life. So please give another round of applause for these members. Dave Jasper, and all the others. Special thanks to the March for Life and Judy Mancini for providing this amazing opportunity to again rally to protect women and babies from the violence of abortion. We meet this year with fresh hope and heightened expectation that by at least affirming the Mississippi pro-life law, and perhaps going even further with Texas,
You're
the
here?
Supreme Court may soon take a powerful step towards inclusion, justice, and respect for the weakest and most vulnerable. We are here to say equality begins in the womb.
Where do you guys want to go next?
Justice of abortion
Let's go over here? Yeah?
need not be forever. Today, after decades of noble struggle and sacrifice, we are hopeful that government-sanctioned violence against children and the exploitation of women by abortion is nearing its end. Although, in a very real way, the struggle to defend innocent human life
So this is the subway
now
exit.
enters a critically important new phase.
People are pouring out of the subway.
We are at the tipping point. And we must seize the
Yes.
opportunity with all the faith
I don't have to deal with wind here because there's a huge crowd, but it is actually kind of windy. You can see the flags are blowing in the wind. Ugh, it's all mud here. Let's go over this way.
Ooh, Emma, can you grab me one of those?
Guys are selling gloves. Guys selling t-shirts. Always got to make a buck. So the shirts, BLM, Baby Lives Matter. The police are positioned outside the perimeter and over on the street because they're going to march up the street. Cash, credit card. Where do you want to go next? The different groups all have hats, so they all can hang out together, not get lost. This is Arlington, Virginia church. We're gonna go around, but we gotta go up a block. These are like first aid tents back here because it's cold. Oh, press badges. And there's the Smithsonian Castle. We're gonna go all the way around. Chilly. The IRS is just right over there. I actually went by the IRS the other day, and there's a little bit more activity there than there's been in the last few months. Last few months, it's been pretty dead. There's a lot of like Franciscans marching around. There's a lot of like guys in like robes and stuff. So we're gonna walk around here. Yeah. This is the National Mall sidewalk, which is a crushed gravel sidewalk. It's not technically a road, though the police occasionally will drive on it, but it's generally pedestrians. We're on the National Mall by the U.S. Capitol. Oh, this poor guy. I've seen this guy before. This guy, he kind of refuses help. He's really off, sitting on his grate. He's like wearing shorts and stuff. We've tried to help him in the past, but he's not really cognizant of where he is. Oh, horses, guys. You see the horses? Mounties are here. So the big group is back there. We're going to make our way down here. They're going to head over to Constitution, and then they'll march down the mall, or to the Congress. Where'd the horses go? So, U.S. Park Police has their mounted division. The horses have blankets on today because it's just wicked cold. 19 Celsius, quite a bit lower. I've handed out about a half a dozen pairs of gloves today, mostly to homeless guys who are begging on the street. I've got about half a dozen more in my backpack. If we see homeless guys, these are the gloves that you guys bought. I mean, I didn't pay for them, you guys paid for them. And I carry them in my backpack, especially on days like today. If I can help out some of these poor guys, we will. So thank you for those donations. I actually haven't seen this fire truck very often. Sorry, I'm a fire truck geek. So this is the command unit for DC Fire Ambulance. Over there is the Park Police. They're starting to set them up for the march part. So they're controlling all the ambulances. It's cold. Okay, let's go back. We've got to duck between like 100 porta potties here, so it's going to take a moment.
Now, more than ever, we must prepare to do what is right and push for pro-life policies.
But when we stand united, we can give a voice to all the voices.
They've got a lot of horses, such a small unit. They have some penguins.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so you're pretty far. Yeah. Have a good
I'm kind of in the middle of the crowd. Excuse me.
Following Tony, we're going to hear from Kristen Wagner, my friend, the General Counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom, the largest
find
legal
it.
organization committed to protecting free speech. And then finally in this threesome, we'll hear from the Honorable Dan Lipinski from Illinois. Congressman Lipinski served for 16 years in the House of Representatives.
It's 19 Fahrenheit.
Congressional Pro-Life Caucus.
Oh, thank you for the donation. I just noticed. We'll
Good afternoon,
use that
everyone.
to help some people. I don't need the money myself. I just
I am
spend it on
honored
others.
that I've been given the opportunity to share my story with you on such an historical day. There was a time in my life that I believed my life was more valuable than my unborn baby.
It's
My
too cold.
senior year in high school, I selfishly ended the life of my child. I believed the lie that if I aborted my child, my boyfriend would stay with me, my parents would never find out about my secret, and my life would go along as planned. And the abortion procedure, I was 7 weeks along. But my ultrasound was told that my baby was nothing. I was sent home with a chemical causing me to experience severe hemorrhaging unexpectedly while I was in school. This was a month after taking those pills. This is the reality of abortion. It only destroys. My boyfriend walked out of my life without warning. My life began to unravel at the seams. This is what the abortion industry calls freedom. The greatest regret of my life was ending the life of my child. I believe all lives matter. And those who advocate for Black Lives to Matter and
There's no
demand
governor in
equal
D.C.
rights for Black men and women,
There's a mayor.
that needs
They're in
to
charge of the
start
police
in
on the main
the
streets, but this is Park Police territory. So the federal police are in charge here on the mall.
As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, it is not possible to be in favor of justice for some people favor for justice for all people, and that includes preborn babies. I am so thankful that we have a God who redeems. And he can take the pain and the mistakes of our past and make something absolutely beautiful out of it. The boyfriend that broke up with me, he came back to me almost 9 years later to apologize to me. And less than a year later, this happened. We were able to honor our unborn baby at our wedding by lighting an extra candle to honor their life. And then God blessed us with more beautiful children, 3 who I have with me today. This is a picture of redemption. We are on the right side of history in
I
this
don't know,
battle.
50,000 maybe?
I needed all of you then. And these
It's hard to
babies
estimate because
still
there's
need you now.
groups of
And
people
we will
everywhere.
not stop until abortion is made illegal
Ambulance crew.
and unthinkable. Thank you.
This is a warming tent. It is
Year
cold.
after year, we come to this place to take a stand, to witness to truth. And for 49 years, pro-life Americans have been building a bridge together.
There's an indoor
Point in time,
mask mandate and vaccine mandate actually,
our nation has been sick.
but outdoors you don't have to wear a mask. First aid's because it's so cold. Most of these first aid tents are got heaters running as warming tents. That's what they're announcing. Is like these are warming tents. And go back to the back of the crowd. Oof.
Nobody here look like that.
Government owes us a chance to accomplish our purpose and
Selling
to live out
hats.
that destiny. This year, at long last, that truth may once again be recognized in our law. The Dobbs case, argued just last month at the Supreme Court, has exposed a half-century of lies, bad science, and the devastating consequences that Roe versus Wade has wreaked on women, children, and families. Generations
Feel
have
better now.
relentlessly prayed and tirelessly
There's counter
labored
protesters
for
are
that
usually
day
over
when
on
Roe
Constitution.
is
Do you want me to go
no
look for them?
more. When the court returns to us as citizens our voice, and when mothers and children are cherished,
Man.
pray. Please, and pray as you've never prayed before, that the Supreme Court will have the moral courage to do what is right and to fully
I'm basically at the end of the crowd,
because the right to abortion has no basis in our
but
Constitution. And in the meantime, we are going to put feet to those prayers today. We will walk and we will continue to build a bridge to love, a bridge to grace, a bridge to a more compassionate future, to a nation that recognizes every human life, to a government that supports
It is so cold.
women who protects their children and recognizes the value of that human life, and to a culture.
Yeah, we'll go over and check out the counter protesters here in a minute, okay? If they're set up. That's the American History Museum, and that's the African American History Museum over there. The congressman.
From St. Vincent College I met a couple days ago. But it's always great. You're a full-flight generation. Thanks for showing up. I spent 16 years in Congress as a pro-life Democrat.
Oh, he's a Democrat.
Until my defense of babies in the womb led to my loss in the 2020 Democratic primary.
He was a
They
Democrat.
came after me because they wanted to silence the voice of pro-life Democrats. But we will not be silenced. And we got Democrats for Life of America out here, wherever you're at. This big crowd.
Not many.
Must be muscles out in the big crowd here.
He asked for any Democrats to cheer, and none did.
Being pro-life. Being pro-life cannot be a partisan.
Cold.
Equal protection for babies.
It's cold. Oops. Okay. There you go, guys. Whew. It's cold. Okay, guys, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little break. We're going to come back. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get my alert when I come back about a half hour when the parade kicks off. So we will cover the parade. We also got videos today of Marine 2 and Marine 1. I caught Marine 2 this morning. I froze to death filming Marine 2. So anyway, you'll see it later on my video. It's 19 Celsius, but the wind chill is quite a bit cooler. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll be back in about a half hour.